So this is the second version of the writing that I'm going to look at. This is the version that you have already corrected, and I'm just going to go over the correction. So you're writing a letter, and just to remind myself, the question asks that unfortunately you can't help Joe regarding the email. Reply to Joe's email explaining why you can't help, recommending someone else who could help in the restaurant, and saying why he or she would be suitable. Hi Joe, firstly I want to say congratulations. Right, I had underlined this and I'm going to correct it for you myself now. It's actually in the plural form that we use it, so we say congratulations. Congratulations. Sometimes we want to offer our condolences with someone, so we would say commiserations, and that's for a sad occasion. But here we say congratulations, which is for a happy occasion. I'm really happy to hear that you are opening your new restaurant this next week. So this is the part I had underlined, and I had asked you to shorten the sentence because it's quite long, and to maybe even chunk it or shorten it down into several sentences maybe. You are my best friend, and I know you really need help and can't trust everybody in your new business. Full stop. Very good. But unfortunately I'm busy now and I'm not looking for a job anymore. Full stop. Because I have a good job now and I have responsibility about that. Okay, so what you've done is you've actually broken the whole sentence down and put it into 3 sentences, which is much better. You have done exactly what I asked. However, it's not only so breaking down sentences cannot only be in the form of a full stop, it can also be in the form of a comma. So I'm going to add a comma there, and I'm going to highlight it in green because that's the area that I have corrected. I'm going to get rid of the underline because you have actually broken it down into more manageable chunks, shall we say. The parts which are still in bold are parts that have not been corrected, so let's look at it together. We said that in a negative sentence we wouldn't usually use everybody, we would use anybody, and basically we're using that again because it's a negative sentence. So I'm just going to get rid of the bold and I'm going to highlight it in green because it's one that I have corrected. Here, because you have small, you will have a small b because it comes right after the comma, it's not the beginning of a sentence. And about that, okay, so let's start from the beginning of the sentence here. But unfortunately I'm busy now and I'm not looking for a job anymore because I have a good job now and I have responsibility in my job. Okay, so that could be an alternative to what you had there. But I think I can help you in other ways. I want to recommend you to one of my friends. Very good choice of preposition there. So I'm going to get rid of the extra full stops which were supposed to be for the gap. I'm also going to get rid of the underlining, and that is a correct preposition that you've put there. Recommend you to one of my friends who is a chef. You've put the article there of a, which is what we use before a job or profession, which is correct. Well done. And I'm just going to get rid of the underline there once more. Very good. A chef and has good experience about working in a restaurant. So you have chosen to keep restaurant in the singular form, and that's why you have included the single article there, which is absolutely fine. I'm just going to get rid of the underline there, and I'm going to also get rid of the brackets because that is now a correct sentence that you've got there. Okay, excuse me, a little typing error there. Fantastic. Okay, good experience about working in a restaurant. I have known him very well since I was a child. Fantastic. So what you've done here is you have substituted present simple, which is what you used initially, for present perfect. The action of knowing somebody started in the past, started when you were a child, and has continued up to now. So you still know him now at this stage of your life. Therefore, you have chosen to use the present perfect tense, which is correct. I have known him very well since I was a child. Very good. You've used the singular article there because child is countable, and it's also single. So you have used the single article, a child. And I think he is really suitable for you in your business and can help you in your new business. Apart from that, there were no other issues. So I'm going to stick with you have clearly used informal English, yes. Articles used with single, countable nouns, articles used with jobs, you've corrected these. So I'm going to highlight them in black. So those were corrected. Actions which start in the past but have an effect or continue up to the present are the present perfect tense actions, and once again you also corrected those as well. So I'm also going to highlight those in black. Fantastic. Yes, you've done exactly what I asked. It's just here for negative we use anybody instead of everybody, and the word for congratulations is in fact in plural. So I'm just going to add that there at the bottom. For question or negative sentences in plural, we tend to use any rather than every. This isn't obviously always the case, but it's usually the case. So an example would be, has anybody seen my bag? For example, that would be a question. Or I don't think anybody would be interested. So that's an example of a question or a negative sentence. And we have used anybody. We have used any basically in both of them. Anybody is used in both of these in the form of negative, and that's why we have used any in the negative question or sentence. Congratulations, this is just vocabulary, so the word congratulations is used in the plural form, and that's always if it's used as a noun. And finally, in my job, which basically is the part that would suit this sentence, because I have a good job now and I have responsibility in my job. Okay, fantastic. I'm very, very happy with this. Well done. So far you have submitted 5 pieces of work. I underlined and highlighted the mistakes. You went away, you corrected the mistakes to the best of your knowledge, and I went over your correction. And so this was the very last piece of writing that I corrected. I'm very, very happy with your progress so far. You have taken into account every single aspect that I had highlighted. Thank you very much for taking part in this study.